Venus signs and crosswatchers, welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this beautiful new to full April into May 2023? I am your reader, Venus in Libra, Mark, Angelo, Lyons, Mal, for short, they're my initials. Professional witch, I'm a professional intuitive. I am the president of Drawing the Circle Productions Incorporated. Since 1998, we are almost 25 years in service as an S corporation. We'll talk about that at the end of the reading. I am also the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. It is available on Kindle. There is a link in the description box. There's a Kindle version of it, let's say, available. A link in the description box. You can click it and preview it for free and see some of the prayers, practices, and principles that have kept me in business. Even before I started the company, I love it. It's my legacy to the world at this point until I write the next book, maybe. We'll see. But the original version, some of my patrons on Patreon get, my patreon.com/drawingthecircle. It's like Fellini, really. It's like a Fellini movie compared to what's on Kindle. But I love my my Patreon big time. It's my favorite thing in the world right now. Venus in Libra, 3rd house, right? Doing what I love, communicating, expressing myself in the world as a mystical artist, a spiritual teacher, and a professional intuitive. All of my subscribers get all of the extended ratings, the part 2s to the part 1s that I have done on YouTube, past, present, and into the future, as long as they remain subscribers. We got seekers, humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, mystics, gods, goddesses, get everything on the platform from the day I started moving forward. But all of my subscribers get the extendeds as well. As if they so choose, they can chat with me every morning, what we call a daily check-in, an unlisted YouTube live stream link, so they can literally chat with me about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications. We always end a little prayer, a little blessing, a little meditation, a little something to send us on our way. It is my favorite way to start the day, and I really love my Patreon. It's like perfect for me. No algorithms, like none of that. Is just the coolest thing ever. So if you feel so called, go click the link, check it out, come Patreon on Patreon. I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, but leaves. Just call me Mal. Let's move on. I love doing that. I saying it over and over again. I keep it fun for myself. Cardinal air, creative air, Libra. So let's do the explanation that is necessary for the new viewers. Welcome. And then we'll get down to the divination, what you're here for. If you are new to my channel, a 5-card draw is just one card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, hints, really about anything, but in this case, a 2-week period. Plant a seed at the new moon and help it grow and harvest to full moon, waxing moon, tide. These 5 decks to do that represent the 5 magical elements. We're going to start with the element of fire, represents your heart's desire. Then we're going to do the element of earth, the fuel to feed the fire to ground and manifest your heart's desire. Then we're going to call in the element of air, the mental part of it, the mind element. For the element of water, we will be using the Whispers of Love Oracle. For the emotional part of it, love is divine power, Venus ruled 7th house, and we will end with a Matt Kahn spirit mantra to charge it up. So you can plant a seed at the new and have maybe a spell, a spiritual practice, a law of attraction, who's he what's, call it what you want, to manifest your heart's desire, element of fire. And we'll talk about that in a minute. First, the new moon on Thursday, 4/20. Do with that what you will. It is a new moon. It is also an eclipse, and it goes void, of course, all at the same time on Thursday, April 20th at 12:13 a.m. Eastern Time. We'll go into Taurus at 12:30 a.m. Not that long after that, and then we are off to the races, building, manifesting, attracting to the full moon in Scorpio, also an eclipse, 1:34 p.m. Eastern, Friday, Cinco de Mayo, 5/5. Now, for starters, Taurus new moon on a Thursday is good for money, right? It's good for money. It's good for anything second house, Taurus, stable goods, things your life values. So not everything's about money, right? It's about you value honesty, whatever. Great seed to plant. But Cinco de Mayo, Scorpio, full moon, that sounds like it could be a lot of fun, but tricky. Some stuff might get touched, and there have been some romantic sexual reads so far. So let's see what hits the table in a bit. But in between those two, of note, on the 21st of April, the day after 420, but right after the new moon, Mercury goes retrograde in Aries, your opposite sign. Might be affecting some stuff. You might want to check it out. On May 1st, during the Circle's anniversary, May Day and Beltane, the Sabbath of Beltane, Pluto goes retrograde in Aquarius. So that would be a trine to you. So that might work to your advantage. So, you give a little, you take a little in astrology if you're into it that way. Otherwise, this is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and check your other signs to get maybe different seeds, different intentions, clarity. But sometimes you got one major heart's desire that the other reads can point different ways through to bring it into physical form. Most importantly, I can say, though, our heart's desires are given to us before we incarnate. They're like parts of our mission, our life purpose. That's why no matter where we go, they're always there, and why they can torture us if we ignore them, and heartbreaking when they don't go the way that we want them to, but that's part of the journey, and that's what these reads are for. Cool? So, both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will, and I will do the best that I can to shift from all that explanation that I have to do to the divination that I was born to do. To help us all manifest our heart's desires, and cross-watchers, walk away from this with some understanding, some sympathy, and some empathy. But maybe if you do the mantra, you'll be manifesting something for yourself and helping the one you are cross-watching for do the same, as well as the entire Libra collective, including me. I think that's enough explanation. Let's shift to inspiration. You know what? I just need a sip of water. I need a sip of juice. Hold on one second. I'm not even going to magic clap. Just for once. Just for once. Here, no product placement. I just got some juice. I drink so much coffee. Dehydration is a thing. And you also got to see I was wearing pants. Because of course I'm wearing pants. My hair may be chaotic, but I am a Virgo. My legs are crossed under this table. Shall we? I am the fun one. Please, let's find that still point. The center of the balance of the scale. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Oh, such a sublime moment of surrender. Using the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish for the element of fire. I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism for the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. Ooh, watching this video, drawn to this reading. What is the clue, the tip, the hint, the spell fragment to help the Libras and the cross-watchers, maybe even myself included, to help us clarify, refine our element of fire, what we yearn for, what we burn for, the seed we plant, this beautiful, nudiful sensuality. You know that's in the title. Isn't that funny you know it's in the title before I do? Sensuality. Your freedom flowing from far away. I dance, I love, I laugh, I play. I don't think this one is hit. I don't remember this card. I really honestly don't. I've had it for over a year. I don't think I remember this card. Your freedom flowing from far away. You know, I think that part I remember. Okay, where's my freedom coming from? Your freedom flowing from far away. It's a lot of fufufas. I dance, I love, I laugh, I play. I'm in. Ooh, let's just keep going. Let's see how that grounds itself, shall we? My scales, the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. If you have to say this every time. If you have the stone indicated, it's a good opportunity to make an amulet, a talisman, a memory stone, a touchstone, just something to remember you got something in play for 2 weeks. You know, cast the spell on the stone as you go. But really, if you don't have the stone indicated, clear quartz does everything. But you're a Libra. I'm sure you have a piece of jewelry that would suit the task. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh, it's one of my favorite ones. Still point. Because I get the opportunity to call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, the Archangel of Lyons, after whom I am named. My parents had no idea. Beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the North powers of Earth, hence the crystal oracle, angel of wealth, angel of nature, including the rocks and the aminals and the plants and the trees. One card in clarity for the Libra Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading for our element of Earth, the fuel to feed the fire, to help manifest our heart's desire, which either is or does require a sensuality, this new to full azurite. Someone else got this. This is why I write it down. Who got azurite? Oh, Leo got azurite. I'm Leo rising because that saves time. Just checking. You know, when they go, remember that? Don't ask me where my keys are, but I remembered that. Now, azurite is traditionally, I guess you could say, traditionally, definitely a third eye, throat chakra stone. The thing is, I think this one, if I remember correctly, is about confidence. Yeah, the key words: Godfidence, self-confidence, creativity, so throat chakra, expanding awareness. Now, sensuality, freedom, flowing from far away, dance, love, laugh, love, right? But sensuality, that's a fun word. Let's see what he says. Believe in yourself, for you have the ability to materialize your dreams. Again, I'm in. Throughout the coming months, you will begin to expand your horizons and explore new possibilities for your life. You will realize that all you need in order to manifest your dreams is self-confidence. Believe in yourself and do not let anything stand in your way. See, this is when I say check your other signs, because I'm like, I remember reading this when I did the Leo. I'm Leo rising, right? So the Leo, it's like double whammy. Even if you are rejected, do not give up, for rejection can serve to strengthen your resolve and character, provided you are ready for it. Please, I'm a gay male professional. I'm going to be 55 years old. Yeah, I know, I don't look at things. You know, it's okay. Rejection is protection. I'm cool. Expect it and see it as something you can learn from. Success is guaranteed, provided you remain focused and confident. See, every experience is an opportunity to learn. And I said it in the Leo read. I'm a witch. As soon as the witch says, no, I'm done learning, dead in the water. I mean, it doesn't matter anymore. It's like, I don't even think, well, I'm sure the spirits will still take you seriously, but higher dimensions, maybe not. It's like, oh, you're done? It's called the hubris. It doesn't go well. No, grant me the grace of humility to know that I do not know, and I'm willing to be shown, and I can have confidence in my ability to work with what I am shown. So this freeing that's going here, our freedom coming from far away, that could very much be a spiritual thing, but having self-confidence, right? Kind of seeing the possibilities, new choices, and expanded awareness. So since we have kind of an element of air, rock, if you will, mineral, azurite, which is cousin to malachite. The only difference is copper. Copper turns azurite into malachite from blue to green, apparently. Let's get you the element of air. Ironically enough, using the Archangel Fire Oracle, but you know they got wings. That's element of air to me. Everybody's got access to archangels. So, which one do you call to? Really, we have access to all of them. But we gotta ask. They don't come unless we call. And you politely call if you can. But element of air, the thought that stokes the fire, right? The air that feeds the fire. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the beloved pantheons of archangels, please, one card in clarity. For the Libra Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading, will be giving this reading. For our element, the element of air, cardinal, creative air, 7th house Libra, who is the archangel waiting in the wings with the wings, ready to swoop in and help us manifest our heart's desire with the power of air for our element of fire that either is or does require sensuality with self-confidence, expanded awareness, and expanded possibilities. Sariel. Oh, so Sariel. I think this is the Dark Night of the Soul card. Ooh. It's funny, I just saw that in the table of contents yesterday. Forgot that card was in here. It's the newest member of the Drawing the Circle Productions divinatory team, and sure it is. Keyword Dark Night of the Soul. Again, that's in the title of this. I'm sure that that's in the title, or at least in the blurb, the copy that I write for this one. Oh yeah, no one's gonna watch this one, but hey, it ain't a bad day on planet Earth if it's a Dark Night of the Soul, because that's a Dark Night of the Soul. Ready, Sariel, S-A-R-I-E-L, so Sariel, often described as one of the fallen angels and the brother of Lucifer, the light bearer. Sariel is an archangel who can help uncover the hidden blessing within darkness. If you are encountering a dark night of the soul, Sariel brings comfort, helping you to offer yourself loving kindness in the depths of your despair. He is a potent ally to call upon when you have nowhere else to turn. Sariel helps us uncover the triumph within our loss. Like the image of him as an African Dogon priest emerging from the darkness in this card, he lights the path to redemption, reigniting hopefulness. When you have met Sariel and understand enlightenment is not only about light, but the balancing of polarities, you will have met the innermost sanctum of your duality and come into the eye of the storm. If you can master peace within your pain, you have mastered your emotions and can find yourself at home within any situation. Well, that's a bit much for the element of air. Owie. The message, although you may feel like you have abandoned hope, abandon yourself not. You are being cracked open to reveal your depths. Treasures await you on the other side of this deep initiation. Now, I usually associate with Dark Night of the Soul and shamanic descent, and they're different, but they overlap a lot. You can be having a Dark Night of the Soul in a shamanic descent, or a shamanic descent as a piece of a larger Dark Night of the Soul. Spiritual alchemy and all of that. This is the first card in this deck. So to start with, that really does speak to this being a waxing thing. This is a beginning process. Now, are you in a Dark Night of the Soul? I think if you're really dealing with well, I say issues of self-confidence, but saying that your dreams are coming, you can do this, right? And freedom, but freedom often comes through that very sort of shadow work that can be involved in a Dark Night of the Soul. And if there's any solace, take solace in this. If you are, I mean, it's a general reading, never know who's watching. If you are going through a Dark Night of the Soul, know that it is the most powerful spiritual transformation anyone can go through. Your life gets fucked up beyond your ability to fuck it up, which really is an indication that though you feel completely abandoned by the divine, you're sitting right in the palm of its hand, right? It's happening for you, not to you. And I know, it never looks that way. Or as I said to my spiritual director during one of my big ones, I've had a bunch in this life, some more than 24 hours certainly. I said, the Dark Night of the Soul is the most powerful, magnificent spiritual transformation you can go through that pretty much sucks beginning, middle, and end. And he nodded his head. He goes, you're absolutely right. But it's necessary. Right, it's the alchemy needed. So the freedom here is not something that's necessarily easily done, but we get to dance, love, laugh, and play in this as well. So interesting to say the very least. I think we're going to need the element of water here big time. Whispers of Love Oracle. Angelo Hartfield, the voices of the higher selves of all involved. Now, if this is indeed a romantic thing or whatever relationship thing, I don't think it matters, because this has now become really within yourself. It is self-confidence, right? I'll say ourselves, I'll claim this. And that there is a real balance and healing available here, at least mentally. Please take a nice deep breath for the element of water. Still point. I call to the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. What is the whisper of love for the element of water? For the Libra Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and drawn to this reading, the water, to bring the divine love, the love that is divine power, to the element of fire. What we yearn for, what we burn for, what our hearts desire, certainly that freedom that may seem very far away, and to ground that, to manifest that with that azurite, that self-confidence, that expanded awareness, seeing the more possibilities that our dreams can happen. We just got to keep believing in ourselves with the help of Archangel Sariel. This beautiful, nudiful. Express love through gifts. That's an action. Express love through gifts. Giving a small token to someone expresses your love to them. Okay, so there is somebody else involved here, I guess, with that sensuality. That is that. I mean, I guess you could say giving gifts to yourself to an extent, but that should be, you know what I mean. I'm not even going there in terms of self-care. You know what I'm talking about. But a small token to someone to express your love. Now, with sensuality, of course, we don't usually use the term sensuality outside of the romantic sexual context as a society, right? And yet, you know, when you think it involves the senses, the original meanings of words are not always necessarily the way we use them now. And that's a good thing, but it depends. It opens up this element of fire, this heart's desires in a lot of different ways. Expressing your love through gifts could be to anyone or anything. Expressing love, because I've got my 3 male black cats, my Sebastian, my Balthazar, my Melchior. They're everything, right? I live alone except for them 3, and it's like living in a magical feline cartoon every day. And I love them, right? So I'm always getting them little gifts and stuff. I even shifted to pretty kitty litter because they like it better, right? So, you know, little things, holding doors open, you know, even to total strangers, these simple little things that we can do that do engage us in this world. And you have to admit, take some self-confidence to do that. Now, if you are in a dark night of the soul mentally, if you're going through a dark period, I mean, you can go and read the treatise as well as the poem, Dark Night of the Soul, St. John of the Cross, St. John of the Divine. I can't remember which one. I get my St. John's confused, considering I grew up near West Islip in Long Island. Some of you will get that joke, some of you won't. You know, this is a way to empower yourself. But in terms of a waxing read, what's building here is on the inside. That confidence, that expanded awareness, and to go through whatever rough patch this is, to manifest your heart's desire over the next coming months, it said. But, you know, why delay what can't be prevented? Our heart's desires are meant to manifest, I would think, not just drive us nuts. Excuse me while my left contact lens wants to do its own thing. You back on the team? All right, nice to have you back. Let's get the spirit mantra. The Kahn healing mantra deck. We're going to call to the ascended masters of the General Assembly, because this could be about anything. Please take a nice deep breath, or anyone. Still point. As I call to and upon the ascended masters of the General Assembly, please, beloved ones, one card in clarity to represent the card of spirit. The perfect healing mantra to help the Libra Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers manifest their element of fire that either is or does require sensuality, grounding it with self-confidence, seeing higher possibilities. Definitely that expanded awareness is in there to see things differently, particularly calling upon Archangel Sariel, which maybe we've been through a dark night, and maybe kind of looking back and seeing what we've learned and how we've transformed. And in that, preparing us to give gifts from the heart, of the heart, maybe even through prayer, maybe even through silent blessing to start with, moving that energy through us out into the world. Please clarify this. This is so vague and so general, even for a 5-card draw. The perfect healing mantra for the Libra Collective to help us manifest our heart's desire by water and earth, air and fire. This beautiful, beautiful April-May 2023 hearing inner guidance. My intuition flows whenever I am still. It's a very, very, very good one to have, particularly, I think, matches up pretty well with what is a third eye. And it did say your creativity, right? How we express ourselves in this world. So it's interesting. Stillness kind of precludes speaking. But with this sensuality and this freedom here, this could be about prayer. This could be all sorts of. So such a very general reading. I think this is telling us exactly how we get the specific from this particular 5-card draw. Now, I use this mantra a lot. Like, even eyes open, walking around in the world, hearing inner guidance. My intuition flows whenever I am still. Now, before we dive in, think of a scale, right? One of the old-timey-wimey scales, right? And that still point in the middle, right? That is the still point. That is the creative, the synthesis of thesis and antithesis. I don't make words. My intuition flows whenever I am still. When you hear inner guidance, you receive an affirming and defining moment of inspiration. It can be a new direction, a new way of seeing old patterns, or an enchanted idea that is delivered in your own voice out of the silence. When inner guidance is heard, you are ready to either hunker down into the healing benefits of your current circumstances, that might be for some of us with Sariel there, or move forward into a brand new chapter, which is kind of what this read is for, right? In either case, it is an opportunity to further align with your soul by embracing your needs, and that's a need for stillness, a need for rest, a need for clarity, and it does take a certain self-confidence. Now, self-care has certainly become more of an accepted topic, at least in society, at least in the past, I don't know, 20 years. I mean, the self-help movement obviously is an indication of that. That started, like, really, its roots go way back into the 50s and the 60s. But it's much more accepted now. So to find the stillness, to do this, you'll know what to do in a general read, in other words. So, we're going to put this together in a blessimation. I always do as much as I joke around, because you try doing this every day, and I do it pretty much every day. I live alone, I work from home, and I've got 3 cats. We're having fun, though. I am the fun one. I do it for real, because that's what I'm good at. The real thing I'm good at is prayer, is blessing, is meditation, and all that jazz. But then we'll chat at the end about 25 years of Drawing the Circle Productions Incorporated and the changes that are being made. But for right now, please take a nice deep breath. My gift to the Libra and the crosswatchers. Still point. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Libra collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers, watching this video and receiving this reading, may we be blessed with all that we need to manifest our heart's desire, this beautiful new to full, by hearing our own inner guidance, because our intuitions flow whenever we are still, and then have much more clarity, expressing love through gifts, giving a small token to someone or something to express our love into this world, yet calling upon the wisdom of what we have learned from Archangel Sariel, from the dark night of the souls that we either are going into, are in, or have come out of. Intuition flows whenever we are still is certainly going to help us at least stay in the present moment there, where we can see things from a higher place, see with an expanded awareness the more infinite possibilities. Because we're immortal beings. We survive everything, even death, even birth. And certainly from that, a self-confidence that comes more from the soul than the personality or the ego, so that we can manifest our heart's desire. Part of what we came in to do. This is no frivolous heart's desire here. Part of what we came in to do, our role in something bigger than we can even imagine or conceive. So, our freedom flowing from far away. May we dance. May we love. May we laugh. May we play. For the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As we will end. So let it be done. So would it be. So it is. And someone else might be going through a dark night of the soul. We flipped it that last second. Did you like it? Hit the thumbs up, like it. It's an interesting read. You want more of me? Subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. All that stuff does is help other Libras find the reading and the cross watchers, and helping me get, my mission done, so I can croak in peace when it's my time, right? And be like, "Ooh, that was good," right? But we don't have algorithms on Patreon. You sign up for a level, you get everything on that level from the day I started Patreon moving forward. I ain't deleting anything. You get all the extendeds, regardless of which level you subscribe on. You get me every morning with a daily check-in, and really I had a migraine this morning and I still pulled it off. Oh, I'm a healer, we're gonna tell you. So come Patreon on Patreon. And 25 years ago I started this company charging up my prices to $100 an hour in 1998 for spiritual counseling, a reading, hands-on healing, which I don't do so much anymore. No, I think I'm done with that actually for now. I'm never with a good friend. But the times have changed. If I went over the hour, it was on me. If they wanted to tip me, it was on them. My prices are changing. May 1st, Beltane. May 1st, 2023. There is a link in the description box to the video that I made a couple of years ago. Explains how to set it up, what goes on. Pretty much that will not be changing, but the video itself will be changing with my new prices. So book me before May 1st. I don't care if we book it for next year, but book me before May 1st. I will honor the $100 an hour deal, and you might want to hurry because May is booking up fast. More importantly, oh goodness gracious, if you're really going through a dark night of the soul, drop me a message, because I've had several and it could be helpful. So remember, you're not just healing this for yourself, you're healing this for all of life. Find the balance, go through this, and manifest your heart's desires. You can do this. Hang in there. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.